Welcome everyone, we have a patch 0.6 livestream summary, and we have been counting the free Primogems. So there's 300 Primogems from the free code, and also 3,470 Primogems for all the events and everything that was showed. So let's go through this one together. We'll also be looking at the new banners and also the new weapons. So there's a lot of things we can look for, and as you can see over here, there is the new character banners and also the new weapons that will be showed. We'll go through those as well. There's a lot of good things that was covered in the live stream, and the things I wasn't expecting, which are really nice. There's also things that was not addressed, including the official notice of the buff in patch 1.6 that did not talk about this one, and also the special features that we were expecting. There's also a lot of teasers for Inazuma. Really excited to share this one with you guys at the end about how Ayaka and also Kazuha think about the Electro Archon. They actually talk about the Electro Archon in the live stream. And there's a lot of good things we can talk about as well. So let's get the video started. Let's have a look at everything that's important in the live stream. Now the first thing you want to notice is there will be the 300 gem promo code, including, with all of the live stream. Make sure you guys have grabbed those. I'll have those in the description below as well. So these do have expiry. But after that, what's important is let's first have a look at the banner, then let's have a look at the free Primogems. So if we come over to our live stream replay, we can see the first banner is going to be Klee, the second banner will be for Kazuha. I'll make a special video on the Klee banner characters for the 4 stars for us, and also the Kazuha banner 4-star characters. I do have some insights on those, so Klee will come first. If you're planning to save for Kazuha, you still have at least 21 days after the patch 1.6 for more Primogems. And if you're planning to go for Klee and also Kazuha, make sure you know how much Primogems you can save up. Next thing that was revealed in the stream was the new 5-star weapon and also the new 4-star weapon. The 5-star weapon will provide energy mastery for about 190 at level 90. The 4-star bow will provide about 50% physical damage bonus with secondary stats at level 90. This one, the particular sword, is about giving your whole team party about 20%, I believe, the normal attack and also charge attack damage, which is actually quite powerful. The particular bow is like a vessel bow. When you normal attack, you gain elemental skill damage. When you elemental skill attack, you will gain normal attack damage. So both weapons are very strong, and I do believe this is the new Electro series of weapons that we'll be seeing very soon. So those are very nice. Now that we know the Kazuha banner and also the Klee banner will be coming, we can start to prepare for the materials to save for those characters. If you want to roll for Klee, let's prepare the Klee items. If you want to roll for Kazuha, let me look for the Kazuha items that you can save, because there will be a new boss monster that is coming to the game. So if we come over here, we can see there will be a new boss monster. This is the Magukaki. This is a golem monster that will be a weekly boss monster, and this monster will drop some of the special Kazuha essential items. And this is why I was saying that, if you're preparing for characters, when patch 1.6 comes out, you can prepare for Kazuha as well. So you don't want to rush to use too much resin, you want to prepare for the correct items for those. I'll look on what you need for those as well. So quite excited for those new things. And now let's go through the Primogems. Why is there a lot of Primogems? The reason being is, not only do we get a special Klee event, we'll talk about this, we also get a number of events, including Endless Battles, the Martial Legends, the Kabumon Kapat, and also the free Barber Skin event will also give us 300 to 420 Primogems. On top of that, there will be about 7 to 8 new Inazuma Islands we can explore for about 100 to 300 free gems just from the chest and also puzzles. And also, it is mentioned there will be new Archon Quest, which will give us, 60 Primogems for each of the quests, and perhaps we can get up to 180 Primogems. We can also add new characters to the housing system. Each character will give us 10 Primogems, and that'll be 320 Primogems. This part is not confirmed, but I'm sure this is in the system, because the data miners already saw the 10 Primogems. Now, as we can see in the live stream, this is the Ludi Hepston with Klee, and there will be a lot of prizes, including a free 4-star Dogoto Tails, which will be refinement level 5. And also guys, you'll have a special box, and this box allows you to pick any prototype weapon in the game. So if you're missing a prototype Rocha, if you're missing a sword or a bow, you can get this one. So this is really nice, and also a special Klee Tails. So within the major event for the Klee, there's actually 4 mini events that is along with the Ludi Hepston. And I do believe this one will give us over 1000 Primogems. And this was the case for most of the rerun characters. With Venti, with Zonli, this was the case. Now let's go through the events for the Ludi Hepston for Klee. So the first thing we can see is there is going to be a boat fighting event. You'll be attacking enemy trolls with your boat. That's right, there will be a new boat feature which we'll talk about very soon. This boat can actually shoot cannons. She'll be fighting cannons at the enemies and actually, gliding over to fight them. There will be traps along the side. You can see the whirlpools over here. So this is fighting with a boat. There's also a speed boat challenge. So there'll be 2 events within the boat. One is to fight, one is to run around and also fly around with a boat and also your traveler. So you're gonna see you'll be doing challenges to get special points and also get the special currency within the clear event. After that, the clear event will introduce a new boss, and this particular Makukeki is gonna be a new weekly boss. This is the golem mechanized clone that can clone 2 copies of himself. And it is said in the live stream that when you are not hitting the clone and he's not attacking you, he will be automatically block rage damage. He casts the perfect counter, basically. He's like a real samurai. So this one's quite interesting. There is also a special event by throwing clear bombs. So as you can see in the live stream, maybe you can't see it, it's on top where my head is. You can throw special bombs at an enemy. So you don't have to fight them. You can use clear bombs and start throwing at them. Notice here where my mouse is on top of my head, there's a Z. With that special bomb, you can be shooting the bombs at an enemy, and this event will allow you to have a fun with clear bombs. So those are the 4 events for the special clear event. And this is going to come with a lot of currencies. They call the shinies. And for those shinies, you can buy everything that's available. And we are expecting about 1,000 Primogems for this major event for the clear rerun. Because, usually they give a lot of free gems for the major event. And with all the past major event, we have gotten over 990, which is really good. Now, I'm sure you guys have heard about the Jin skin and also the Barber skin. We have the final confirmation of how this is going to work. In the Chinese writing over here, it says the Jin skin will appear in the cash shop, in the in-game shop, and this will receive a massive limited time discount when this comes out. And this is set by our previous video as well. The original price for the Jin skin are likely going to be $20 USD. And with a massive discount, maybe we're looking at $10 or even $5 for the skin. So this is the paid skin with Jin. But what's great is, if we come to the next part, the Barber skin will come for free. And this actually comes with an amazing event. So you get to see the Barber skin over here. She looks really cute. My friends were saying she looks like Saber Moon. And this particular event with the echoing of the seashells for Barber event, this is much better than what I expected. Because not only do you get Primogems and also a Barber skin, you also get to hear interesting tales. Because within the game, you'll be looking for seashells that's on the island, and by collecting those, you get to hear the audio logs of the mysteries and also the lores of the islands. And that is so good, because you're rewarded for exploring, you get to hear the lore and stories about Inazuma, the islands, and also the history. You also get to your Barber skin and also the special Primogems by the end of it. We might have a special guide to find all of those seashells and collect everything with, a special map. Now, there are also some fun events like the Kaboom Bomb Combat, and for this one, it's like a little clay toy that shoots different balls at us. We have talked about this before, basically a ping pong game, and within the ping pong game, the traveler or the controller, the player, wants to shoot the ball back to the torrent. And the fun thing is the torrent will become enraged and become super strong. You can also play in multiples in a party, so this can be played in co-op. And this is an event by itself. So this event will give you special reward, especially Primogems. We'll talk about the calculation for the Primogems. We're over here, the event shop will give you a special gear, like a mystery gears. You can use that to purchase the Primogems and also the event name card, which is really nice. Now, if we keep going, there is also a limitless combat. We'll summarize the Primogems after as well. So the next event in Patch 1.6 with limitless combat, you'll be fighting enraged monsters, and those monsters come with a special buff. And there'll be 2 factors to this fight. Once you start, you have 3 challenges, so level 50, level 70, or level 90. And the monsters will have a special berserker that you can defeat. By defeating those, you'll be getting special energy. There'll also be a special signpost over here that you can use your special Z skill and your gadget to shoot the signpost with a clear bomb. Once you destroy the signpost, you can also be gaining, oh, I shot a little further. You can also be gaining special energy to combat. Now, I did show this a little earlier. I was going to show you guys as a surprise. You got to see the Inazuma maps over here. I keep calling them Inazuma. This is the Inazuma mini islands before we get to see Inazuma. We have counted on the live stream. There's about 8 or 7 of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can see 7 on this image, right? But if we move again, you got to see 1 over here and there's some over here. So there's definitely about 8 or 7 islands that we can explore. So this is really fun, because this is why I say there may be over 300 Primogems just by exploring the islands. Because there's no way they're going to have island without any reward, right? So they may be chest, puzzles, and also special puzzles within the islands. And this was teased. So you got to see the islands before Inazuma and also the Ring Harbor. which we do get some laws with Living Harbor as well, with Inazuma. So you get to see the map over here. And if we come to the next event, this is the Martial Combat with 3 super strong boss. Those are the ones we hate. The Primal Geovesep, the Ultimate, and also the new boss. They're quite strong. And within this challenge, you have 7 days. Each day, you'll be fighting a different boss. And on the final day, you fight all 3 of them. And the best thing is, you can adjust to make the boss stronger, make yourself weaker, and you can also give the boss special buffs. For example, the Geovesep can have 3 explosion, 5 or continuous explosion when he casts his spells. So you can buff the boss, which is quite interesting. It's the developers are letting us to choose how the boss will be stronger. And this will be a very interesting event, likely 420 Primogems at least. Now coming back to our summary notes. For each of those events, we can estimate at least 300, probably 420, because most of the latest 1.5 events are 420 Primogems, and we'll be adding those up as well. There will be other login event and also double loot event likely, but we haven't heard of those for now. So we're still waiting for those. Once we have information on those, I'll estimate the Primogems for us. We did say about the Inazuma Island, and there's definitely 7 to 8 of those. So about 100 to 300 Primogems for those ones. Now during the livestream, they also talk about the Archon Quest, and this is with the Bidu tournament, with Kazuha appearing with his side quest, and also the main story with the Archon Quest progressing. So this one's quite exciting. I'm expecting at least 60 to 180 Primogems. So if you come over here, you can see this is the Archon Quest dialogue with Bidu and also the other characters. I won't be able to, I can show you guys the audio, but they're speaking Chinese, and I did have the live translation over here. So nothing major, but rather Bidu is hosting a tournament. She's looking for a super strong challenger, and there's Kazuha coming. You also get to hear Kazuha talking about the Electro Archon, which we'll talk about it on the second part. So this whole chain of quests will be linked with Archon Quest, with his side quest, and also with the special event of Bidu's tournament. So 3 things are linked together with the special Archon Quest. Quite excited for this one. Now before we go on to the Inazuma preview and also the teasers and also additional lore, there's some quality of life changes. One is to add special characters to your homeland system or your teapot. You can see over here on the Chinese livestream, I was expecting to only add 4 characters in the homeland system. But as you can see over here, he's talking to Klee, and you can see the overlays over here. So he added 3 characters over here. And on top of that, you can see the scrolling over here. He also added 5 characters in the corridors. So 8 characters were added in the particular teapot. We thought we could only add 4 characters. This is actually really nice. You can add all your waifus, husbandos in the house, and this is actually really good. Because for each character you add into the teapot, you can get special prizes from them. And this includes 10 Primogems. So currently we have 31 characters. With Kazuha, we have 320 Primogems to be gotten. So 32 characters. And 32 characters give us 320 Primogems. And this is a pretty nice highlight with all the other Primogems to give us a total of 3,470 Primogems. I'm definitely underestimating this one, so I'll make a special video to count everything in patch 1.6 for us. Now there are also other quality of life changes for us. One is for the hunting of the monsters. Each time you're hunting the monster on your particular toggle over here, it will show you the location of the next monster. And this makes it so much easier, you don't have to go back and forth to hunt for the monsters, making farming materials so much easier. And also for the PC platform, there's special hotkeys for changing parties and also opening up the character slots, which is actually a really good feature. And finally, for the dungeons, you can see the special character details now in the dungeons, allowing you to know what are you fighting the monsters and what characters to bring to counter them. Now coming over to the most exciting part, of course guys, it's Inazuma teasers, and this time we had Ayaka talking to us. So if you have seen our livestream, Ayaka was talking and introducing what's happening in Inazuma, giving us a preview. And the best part about this one is, Ayaka is actually seeking help from the traveler. So as she introduced the particular islands, she also talked about the special feature of this island. For this particular island, it is said to be on the far side of Inazuma, and this is where the rebels are. Notice that she's hinting here's where the rebels are against the Electro Archon. And as we keep going further, what we're going to hear is she's going to talk about different islands that are actually under natural disasters or having a disaster on the island. We can speculate maybe the Electro Archon did something over here. This island is surrounded by electric, and you can see the linings and everything. This island is, quite under trouble. And there's also a special island that is covered by mist. No one have treaded on this island for many years. And there's also more teasers over here about special trees with feather-like things, which might be a new boss or a new dungeon. And finally, there's an unnatural sealed item that's over here. Could be a monster, could be an electro ball, or maybe source of energy. And maybe this might be hinting why the Electro Archon is a little crazy and a little insecure. So there's actually a lot more to be shared. And Ayaka also talked about the special temple, and she also really wants to meet us in Inazuma, because she's looking for someone that can help Inazuma. Now, to give us a better summary of everything talking about Inazuma and Patch 1.7, so we get to see Ayaka appears and she talks about she wanted to meet the traveler in person. So traveler, travel in person. And she's like, meet me at the tea house. She really wants to see us in the tea house. She mentioned about the rebels. So both Ayaka and also Kazuha in the live stream talk about they don't like the Electro Archon. Kazuha talk about the Electro Archon's actions of Archons not giving visions, but she's actually hunting down the vision holders. And this is not normal, and he's really confused and he's not sure what to do about this. Ayaka literally said, please help us with the current situation. So you get to see the invitation for Inazuma, and there's a high chance of when Inazuma comes, guys, we get to see Ayaka first, which is really good because she's inviting us to Inazuma. And also, of course, guys, we may be expecting Yumiya and also Electro Archon as well. So those will be some interesting 5 stars, and I can't wait to make more videos and also more information about what's coming with Inazuma. Now finally, before we finish, there are parts of the live stream that I was looking for that did not appear. There was official notes about Patch 1.6 buffing the special characters, especially Electro characters and also Anemo characters, up to about 60% more damage for Overload, Superconduct, Throw, and everything else. This was not shown in the live stream. Not sure because of the beta testing or they're delaying this for Inazuma. Because when Inazuma comes, we're going to get Electro characters, and this may be a buff for them. So maybe they're delaying this not for Patch 1.6 or maybe waiting for Patch 1.7. Also, we're noticing, we talk about the latest data mine files with the artifact exchange. We did not see any of those. And there's no new artifact mentioned as well. So that's not, I guess, that's not the thing that we're really hoping. We're really hoping for the artifact exchange. You can see in the live stream, I had so many artifacts waiting and they did not talk about this. I was like, no, I have to wait for Patch 1.7 now. They did not talk about the new 2-factor variation as well. So currently we have a better system, and I was hoping for some of the official introduction to those, but they didn't talk about those as well. So those are the 3 things we didn't hear in Patch 1.6. Now hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and what I'll do is I'll be working on a proper video to find us all the Primogems in Patch 1.6, and also plan us for Patch 1.7, Ayaka, Electro Archon, and everything that's exciting with Inazuma. So let me know in the comments below, what do you think about Patch 1.6? Because I was actually pretty happy with the Inazuma Islands, I'm calling them Inazuma Islands, the special islands, with a boat system, with 7 to 8 islands, and also a lot of things to explore. And I can't wait for the Archon Quest story with the progression with Ayaka and also Kazuha. Now if you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe and also turn the little bell on for the latest news. I'll be looking towards to make more builds, guides, tips, and news and event updates for us as we come further into the game. And as always, I wish you guys the best of luck with Genshin and have the most fun in exploring this wonderful world.